What is coming up?
Oh, Steve, I'm very, very excited. We have our third annual Ride of Our Life, which is a motorcycle ride, a walk, and a cruising, barbecue, and much, much more, which is going to be Sunday, August 16th. The proceeds of this event goes to our suicide prevention efforts within the North County region, which covers 22 cities and towns, and 100% of these proceeds go directly to our community efforts.
And what's going to be happening at the event?
The beginning of the morning, we're going to have registration for the motorcycles between 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then there's going to be an opening address at 9:30, where Murdoch High School is actually, their chorus is going to be singing the national anthem, and we'll have representatives from Monty Tech and Hayward Hospital and the task force do a welcoming address. Reverend Dave Cody is going to be doing the prayer before the motorcycles launch off. And then after the motorcycles take off, and if you really want to see an overwhelming feeling of emotion, you should see these motorcycles launch. It is a very moving event. Then at 11 o'clock, we're going to be having our walk. Last year we had it out the track and we felt like our walkers were so far away from us. So this year we're going to do our walk in the main parking lot. And this is going to be a walk in memory of or in honor of, and we want to make sure that those caregivers of people that are around people who have actually attempted or been successful in suicide come, and we want to honor you. We want to recognize the fact that you're not alone, and this walk is very symbolic as well. So if you're not moved by the motorcycles, you're going to be moved by the walkers. And then at 12 o'clock, we have our registration for the cruising. So we're going to have classic cars. People just think that they got something special to show off. We want to invite the truckers out there of the world to come to the event as well. And then our barbecue starts at 11:30. Our barbecue is going to be a chicken, hamburger, hot dog, full array of cuisine, carefully prepared for us by the Monty Tech Culinary Department. So I want to give a good shout out to Monty Tech for that piece. Also, we are going to have the Fidelity Bank's ice cream truck. If that barbecue hasn't filled you up enough, the ice cream truck will be there. So we want to do a shout out to Fidelity Bank for bringing their ice cream truck to the event. At 1:30, we're going to have our local legislators and city officials. Mayor Lisa Wong is going to be there joining us this year. I can't shout out to everybody else who's coming yet because I haven't got all the confirmation of our guest speakers. Some of our sponsors are the area nursing homes, home health agencies. We've got some vendors that sell certain products that are going to be in the audience. We have a professional face painter who's coming from down south up for this event. So when you just think that it's just local, we're bigger than local. We want the entire community in our 22 cities and towns to come out to this event. Bring your lawn chairs, because if you want to come, plop your lawn chairs down, then go and do your errands and take off, and then you can come back, see the bikes take off, then come back, watch the walkers. We also have several bands that are going to be playing. There's going to be music, so it's going to be a nice family fun event. One of the nursing homes did mention to me they're bringing a little popcorn machine, and they're going to bring some games for the kids to play to kind of keep them amused so that the families are really engaged in this whole piece. Another part of our event is when the motorcycles come back, be expecting them between 1:15 and 1:30. So if you really don't want to participate until then, come and get your parking place early, because when those bikes arrive, you're going to hear the rumble of the roads, and you're going to hear the rumble coming down the street, and that is a moving event. And then around 2:30, 2:45-ish, we're going to be doing our raffles. We have a lot of great raffles that our community supporters, overnight stays. We've got Great Wolf gave us a pack for 4, so it's a $400 value. We've got many of our restaurants. Again, Williams contributed. I know I'm sliding people by only naming certain people, but we're extremely overwhelmed and feel privileged with the support from our community for the raffle items. So the raffle items will be done around 2:30-ish. And then the prizes for the car show. And we are actually giving awards out for the motorcycles as well this year. There are People Choice Awards. Monty Tech did the plaques this year for the best of People's Choice for motorcycles, for the cars, for the trucks, and for People's Choice for Best of Show. So I think we got a little bit for everyone, Steve.
And some of the actual tables will have information about suicide prevention, and that's a very important aspect of this whole event.
Yes, it's not just having fun, but again, it's information sharing. So we are going to have the Men's Suicide Prevention Project will have a table. Our Survivors of Suicide will actually have a table. Many of our community initiatives, including the Montachusett Suicide Prevention Task Force, we've got a lot of literature, and there will be people in the audience that will be able to answering questions for you. If somebody wants to participate in our QPR trainings, that's the question, persuade, and refer. It's a suicide prevention model that the Department of Public Health also promotes. Oh, I forget the Department of Public Health. We wouldn't be doing a lot of these efforts without the support of the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. Alan Homeland, who is the program director, is also a Templeton boy. Our main roots people, they remember where they've come from. They are still invested in our community as well. So I want to do a shout out and a thank you to Alan Homeland for his support to the greater Gardner community. Also, with recognizing the Department of Public Health, we want to make mention to the Gardner Police Department. Lieutenant Brack. We want to do a shout out. He's been a loyal member of the task force for the past 3 years. He is going to be leading the ride with also, we're hoping that the Fitchburg Police Department, Chief Martineau has been very active with us, and we've got his commitment also with trying to make this ride as easygoing as possible as it leaves the city of Fitchburg. And the reason why we chose Monty Tech for the second year in a row is that we saw that our membership and participation grew threefold. So by utilizing Monty Tech as a regional school, we're covering the cities and towns that Monty Tech actually services with our task force efforts. So really it made sense to do it in this initiative. We've also received some support from the Mass State Police with coordinating this effort as well. So we've got a lot of unsung heroes. So by coming to the event, you'll get a chance to see everybody who's participated. And some of those vendors that are actually going to be there are going to provide you with a lot of additional information and resources.
You have many sponsors, but some of the key sponsors for the event.
Our premier sponsors are Haywood Healthcare, which is Athol and Haywood Hospital. The hospital has been in the forefront, and we wouldn't be doing the work we're doing with the task force if the hospital didn't allow us to do that. So kudos out to Haywood Healthcare System. Marquee Health Services, who actually is the mother corporation for Valley Stream Rehab and Healthcare Center and the River Terrace Rehab and Healthcare Center's key. Monty Tech's a huge supporter, and the Department of Public Health. Some of our major sponsors have been Alternative Home Health Care, the Gardner News, Onsite Academy. The best kept secret in the furniture capital of New England is Onsite Academy, so I'm doing a shout out to them. Life Care Centers of America, Woods Ambulance, the Gardner Nursing and Rehab Center here in town, Workers Credit Union, McLean Hospital, Polar Beverages has come forward. Thank you, Polar Beverages. Fidelity Bank are our main sponsors. Then we have many other sponsors, but those are some of the larger sponsors for the event.
Once again, summarize for me time, the place. This is a free event. You want the whole community to come out and support to get information about suicide prevention.
It's Sunday, August 16th. We're going to be starting the event at 9:30. We're going to have the event starting, so 9:30 to around 3-ish. No fee to come to witness. There is a fee to ride, so you can go to our website. You can register online, or you can register the day of the event. Riders are $20, passengers are $15, and that includes lunch, the barbecue. So there's no better deal out there for a barbecue. The walkers, it's $10 to walk, but that also includes the barbecue. The cruise-ins, $10 to register for that, and it includes the barbecue. And if you just want to come in for the barbecue, it's going to start at 11:30. It's open to adults, $10 for adults, $6 for children under 12. We are a smoke-free campus. Monty Tech wanted to make sure that I promoted we are a smoke-free campus, so no smoking on the school grounds.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Steve, for the opportunity to promote our project.